Hey guys, and this is how my supposed to be GMTK game jam game is looking. So you can click on this and you can choose plant. It's called Thyme. And then it grows. So while this is growing, I will talk about what the name of the game is. So the name of the game is Running Out of Time because the theme was countdown. So I thought it was a good idea of like me and my friend, we were making a game that you had to grow herbs to make potions and you would run out of time. But it has quickly kind of gone out of track and we would not be able to finish. So I was starting to think that I would start this as an actual game. So yeah, so you can see that's the time and you can click on it to break it and you can choose lemongrass is my favorite so far. I think I'll have to fix that, but like in the drawing is of course my favorite. It grows a bit faster than the other ones, but look, when it reaches the bottom, it can't grow anymore. So that's how it's working. So if you're wondering, I made the art. My friend and I were just discussing. This is the opal basil. We were trying to get distinct herbs, but yeah. So I will show you now how the way it's working. So the way it's working, we use largely composition. So thyme is built up of growth component and a harvestable component. All the plants are made by that, and we use a resource for each plant. Okay, so each plant has a resource right here, herbs, resources, and in that resource we have the name, we have the growth stages, we have the growth time, and we have the plant scene. And I'll show you why we need that later. So I will start here in the herbs script. So this is just instructions so we can like talk between each other. So we basically just grab reference over the nodes, and then here we initiate all the signals in the components, and yeah, we just decide is it fully grown and where to grow, and the logic is all here. So I won't go too into depth, otherwise it will be a pretty long video. But the reason why it's not progressing too well is because our files got corrupted in our GitHub project, and we just decided to restart it like a day ago. So this is what we got to, and then the buttons there. So I won't go too in depth with the code because it's like it's really simple, and it just really intuitive. And I mean, I think you can check the GitHub project. It's called Running Out of Time. The not time, but like the herb time. And yeah, these the debug things, and it knows exactly which component it is. So the plant pot scene looks like this. So it's actually pretty simple. So we have the sprite, the collision, and the plant spawn point. So the plant spawns from there. And we have the herb spawner component and the water component. And these decide like when to drain water and how to spawn the plant. And then we have the UI real quickly. So it's just a control node, a panel, a container, and the buttons. And then the code is super simple for the buttons. You just basically get it. You get the pot and then get the plant seed. Plant seed, which is in the... Okay, I gotta find it now. Herb spawner container. So yeah, we go to the plant pot, and there's the plant seed right here. This is the plant scene function, and then it calls spawn the data, and then the data has the plant scene. So then we just instantiate that scene, and it spawns the plant. So the next step, this is gonna be a shorter video. So the next steps that I'm thinking of is probably make it look better, make new plants, probably refine these systems, and then probably translate it to C# because I want to experiment with that, or just keep it this. It'll probably be simpler. But then I want to have like a request system, like I don't know, customers can come in from the side of your screen in a little UI, like in a little box right here, and you'll have a countdown to make those orders. So, like kind of overcooked. It's you have a time to do the orders, and then you have time. You have time to do the other orders, and then you have to give it in there, and we'll probably instead of selling they'll probably ask for like potions or something. Like they're an enemy and they need extra protection, and then they're like maybe a main character or something, and they need health boost or something like that. And then you have to drop the herbs into a cauldron here at the bottom probably, where it will say like, oh yeah, and then you can like do some mini games to make the potion. And then I'll probably also maybe include plants, like carrots and stuff like that. So then you can start like your own little market stall, and this will probably, I'll try to make this like a complete game. And yeah, that's basically all. Oh yeah, I also want to show how we're organizing this. So we basically have a main branch where we merge all our branches, and then we create a branch for each new feature. This is GitHub Desktop if you're wondering, and yeah. So I also wanted to show you maybe the assets. So I just draw 5 sprites per plant, and plant pot here, lemongrass. It's the other way around, I know, but for some reason this is my favorite sprite. And then this one is not my favorite. I think this looks better than the actual final product. Yeah, guys. So that's. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's basically it. If you're wondering how the main looked like, it's just like a test of all our plants growing together, like that. Yeah, it's not really much. And you can see they all grow at different speeds, and that's set in the resource itself. This one's already done, so I can already click on that. That one's gonna be done before this one, because look, that one's gonna grow now. Yeah. And then that one's finished, and that one should be finished too. Now. Yeah. Okay. So that's basically, yeah. If you wanna see, I also have a few comments there. It's less. But I will just go back to our plant pot scene. So just push that, and then go to plant pot here. Okay. So let's just check if it's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Oh yeah, you can click on it to add water. So that's basically it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll probably come with like a maybe devlogs, maybe like every 2 weeks or something, so I keep myself motivated in this project. And it'll probably be like, instead of a raw video of me just talking about how the game is going, it'll probably be more edited and like more explaining exactly how it's working. So yeah, thanks, and probably see you like in a few days or weeks. Bye.